Sound check. Sound check. Good morning. Sound check, 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 check. Good morning. I hope everybody's feeling good this morning. Over here in OB, the winds of change have been blowing, man. Whew. Hasn't stopped. Me and Abby almost got swept away on our journey over. So, within Patanjali Sutras, actually in the first chapter, in the first pada, he talks about the 2 pillars of yoga. The 2 pillars of yoga being practice and detachment, or practice and non-attachment. I had a really magical thing happen in my meditation this morning. Those of you who are regular meditators, you'll feel me on this. I had a thought, and then I didn't immediately punish myself for it afterwards. It felt so good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the thought arises, and then there's this part of you, it's like this like punishing part, at least I can speak for myself, that comes up and it's like, bad, Nikki, no thought. Oh, okay. And then back to center. But I have to like really then create loving awareness around the punishing part of myself and the thought. But today, I had a thought, and that like knee-jerk reaction of the punishing self didn't arise. And it was just like, oh, there's a thought. And then immediately it dissipated. The work I've been putting into my practice begins to bear the fruits of non-attachment to thoughts. And within Patanjali Sutras, he talks about gross objects and subtle objects. He talks about the physical and the subtle. And so we have all these attachments with the people around us, the places around us. We're witnessing a lot of those attachments now. And it becomes clear when we no longer have accessibility to those things. So like, no, I missed that, right? In the same way, we have attachments to the more subtle objects within ourselves. We have attachment to our personality traits. We have attachments to our mental thought patterns. We even have attachments to like the secondary thought that comes through. It's like, bad, Nikki, no thoughts in meditation, right? So today's intention is to remember the 2 pillars of the yoga practice and non-attachment. And it's okay to flip-flop back and forth between the 2. Some days you feel extra clingy to your thoughts, extra clingy to objects outside of yourself. And that day you can focus on practice. Look, I'm just doing my best. I'm here to practice. If you feel pretty solid with that, revel in the non-attachment. Witness it. Let things come and go. That is why we are embarking on this journey, not just for flexibility and strength. It's the deeper meaning to the yogic path. Alrighty, let's do some breath work. What do I want to do today? What do we want to do today? Let's do 1 round of Bastrika and then 3 rounds of Brahmari. Bastrika is forceful inhales and exhales in and out of the nose. If you've never done this breathing style with me before, please make sure your hands are on your belly, and on your inhales, the belly's expanding. On your exhales, the belly's contracting. I'm going to say that again. On the inhales, the belly's expanding. On the exhale, the belly's contracting. So this is what it looks and sounds like real time. Okay, forceful inhales and exhales. Brahmari is a deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, you're going to cover your eyes with your index and middle fingers, plug your ears, and go, hum like a bumblebee all the way to the bottom. Don't rush your exhale, really ride it all the way out. And you're not going to be able to hear me because your ears are plugged. You'll do that 3 times. So after you finish the first hum, then go straight for the second, then straight for the third. And after the third, palms face up in the lap, waiting for my next cue. Let's do it. Close your eyes. Acknowledge and honor yourself for showing up to your mat today, choosing to practice. And see if you can hold a container of loving awareness for for some little attachments you've been realizing within yourself or outside of yourself lately. We're human. We all got it going on. Trust that this practice reveals some sort of truth that is found just on the other side of the impermanence of all that is. The impermanence of physical objects outside of ourselves. You knew that chocolate bar wasn't going to last longer than 5 minutes. The impermanence of thoughts and emotions that move through us. Yeah, you could be really sad for a day, 2, 3 days, maybe a few months. But at some point, the sun's got to shine, right? Seeing that whether the objects are physical or more subtle, they're simply objects. And you're the experiencer, the seer. Deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth exhale. Forceful inhales and exhales begin. Remember, if you're newer to this breath, hands on the belly, make sure the belly's expanding on your inhale, contracting on your exhale. You can always go slower than me and Abby's pace, just working on the technique. If you're more advanced in this practice, you've been doing it with me here at reUnify, quicken the pace. Challenge yourself. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Complete exhale. Empty out, 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 out. Hold empty. Feel the body as you hold. Take a deep inhale through the nose. First of 3, Brahmari. Cover your eyes, plug your ears, hum to the bottom 3 times in a row. After your third exhale, palms face up in the lap, deep in the breath. Lengthen your inhales to about 4 or 5 seconds, your exhales to about 5 or 6 seconds. And if you're jamming along to the playlist I put in the comments or description, you can go ahead and get it popping now. Blink your eyes open. Roll over your shins. Toes touch, knees wide, sit back on your heels. Inhale, reach both arms high. Exhale, release the right arm down. Take the left arm up and over to the right. Bend the right elbow as much as you need. Reach through the left arm. Breathe into the left side body. Inhale, up through center. Reach both arms high. Exhale, take it up and over to the other side. Left arm releases, right arm high, lengthen over the left side. Reach through each and every finger on the right hand. Breathe into the right side of the rib cage. Inhale, up through center, reach both arms high. Exhale, walk your hands behind you. So if you're very tight in your quadriceps, this is where you're gonna stay. You probably feel a lot of sensation here, pressing in the palms, lifting the heart up. If you wanna take a little deeper, keep the knees down, drop down to your forearms. This is probably where I would stay, lifting the chest up, drawing the low belly in. If you're very flexible in your body and you can keep your knees rooted, drop all the way down to the shoulder blades. Just like Abby's doing it. Keep your low belly engaged, pressing the knees down towards the ground. Breathe into the front body. Become very aware of what's happening around you, within your body, and deep within your mind. Even allowing yourself to categorize the more physical objects you're witnessing, the more subtle objects you're witnessing. And if you feel like you get entangled with either one, caught up with either a thought or a feeling or a sound outside, remember to ask yourself, what part of me is witnessing? What part of me remains as all of this comes and goes? If you're on your shoulder blades, come up to the forearms. From forearms, come up to palms. Walk your hands in front of you. First into a cat-like shape. Keep your toes together. Press into the palms and tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Breathe into the back of the heart space. If it feels good for you, you can tent up the fingertips and press down into the fingertips. Steady the breath. Inhale, neutral spine, palms flat. Walk your hands a few inches forward. Drop your hips towards your wrists. Point the toes up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the glutes and engage your low belly to protect the low back. Lift your chest forward. Slight bend to the elbows is all right. Lengthen the neck and take your head back. Breathe into the front midline of the body. Take an inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Toes touch, shins root, hips back at the heels, arms in extension. Just 3 deep breaths here. Really extend through your arms, press through the fingertips, press through the third eye center, space between the eyebrows. Walk your hands back, coming back to seated on your heels. This time, tense up your fingertips behind you so they point away from you, or palms flat if you're a little more flexible in your quads. Press through the shins and lift your hips from your heels. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Notice if you're bearing more weight in your right shin versus your left. Even it out. Squeeze the glutes, the butt cheeks, lift the chest up, lengthen the neck. Option to drop your head back as long as you're not crunching at the cervical spine. Breathe through the front body. Take another inhale. Exhale, hips drop down to the heels. Walk your hands forward and then step back to a high plank. Hands are shoulder width distant apart. Feet are hip width distant apart. Spread your fingers wide. Puff up through the back of the heart space. Press down the balls of both feet. Lengthen the neck. Hasta Bandha, hand lock. Can you press the fingertips, the base of the knuckles down so intensely that you almost feel a suction at the center of your palms? On an exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Press into the palms, external rotation of the shoulders. Send your hips up and back. Press the heels down towards the ground. I don't always do a Surya Namaskar in my Hatha classes, but I'm just kind of feeling it today. So let's flow a little bit. If you're like, no, I take Hatha because I don't like Chaturangas, know that you can just press from high plank to down dog and take a round of breath there, okay? Let's warm the body. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, step up, feet together, big toe edges touch. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips up the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow forward, belly to thighs, crown to ground. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, full body extension. Press through the center of the heels, fan the toes out. Arches of the feet lift, squeeze your inner thighs, low belly in. Option to press your palms like Abby is. If that's too much, hands are shoulder width distant apart. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, Anuvatasana. Press your hips forward, bend your elbows out, open up the chest, the heart space. Think about creating as much space as possible between left elbow and right, and then spreading the fingers wide. Inhale, re-extend your arms, shoulders above hips. Exhale, bow forward, prayer palms through your midline. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step your left foot back. If you're looking for a more supported practice, drop your left knee down. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Right knee is stacked over right ankle. Encourage right hip back, left hip forward. Arms long. Knit the inner edges of the rib cage towards each other. Core engaged. Deep inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows out to the side and then bend your back knee if you have the back knee lifted and hover it just above the ground. Pull the right hip back. Reach the elbows apart. Breath is steady. Inhale, re-extend the arms and the back leg. Exhale, hands down to frame your right foot. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step your right foot back. Option to drop the right shin down if you want to take it easy this morning. Inhale, rise up, high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Pull left hip back, right hip forward, low belly in, arms lengthen. Deep inhale. Exhale, elbows bend, heart lifts. If you have the back knee lifted, bend it so it's just hovering above the ground. Keep the core engaged and the breath flowing. Inhale to re-extend your back leg, both arms. Exhale, hands down to frame the front foot. Inhale, step your right foot forward, halfway lift, legs long, spine long. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to a high plank. Option here to just press back down to a down dog on an exhale. Option to shift the shoulders forward, inhale. Bend the elbows back to a 90-degree angle, no more, no less. Inhale, upward facing dog, straighten the arms. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll over the toes, hips up and back. Let's flow just to get the body warm. Inhale, look to the top. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Anuvatasana. Press the hips forward, bend the elbows out. Inhale, re-extend your arms. Exhale, fold prayer palms to the midline. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips up the shins. Exhale, plant your palms, step your left foot back. You can drop the back knee down. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, cactus arms, bend the back knee so it's hovering. Inhale, re-extend the arms and the back leg. Exhale, hands down to frame the front foot. Inhale, left foot forward, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, right foot back. Option to drop the back knee. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, cactus arms, open up the chest. Inhale, re-extend the arms and the back leg. Exhale, hands down to frame the front foot. Inhale, right foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back. High plank to low plank or high plank to down dog. Whatever serves your body. Meeting in a downward facing dog. Noticing where you've built heat in the body, if the heart rate or the breath has shifted. witnessing all the physical and subtle objects that come and go throughout the practice. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, step up, feet together, big toe edges touch. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate your spine. Exhale, bow forward. Heel toe your feet out to hip width distant apart. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips up the shins. Exhale, sweep the arms back, airplane arms. Interlace all 10 fingers. Inhale, draw the knuckles back and the crown forward. Exhale, bend your knees and bow forward. Reach the knuckles up and overhead. Relax your head and neck and breathe into the center of your chest. Those of you who are a little more flexible in your hamstrings, begin to send the hips high, legs begin to straighten. Continuously release the top center of the head down. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the knuckles back and the crown forward. Exhale, take a slight bend to both knees. Extend your left leg straight back at hips height. Dial your left pinky toe down, draw your low belly in. Now see if you can press down through the right heel and straighten the right leg. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, bend the right knee and see if you can bend the right knee. Weight is in the right heel. Inhale, straighten the right leg to the best of your ability. Exhale, bend the right knee. Keep squeezing the heels of the palms. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee. Step your left foot up, hip width distant apart from the right. Inhale, chair pose. Sweep the arms up, releasing the bind of the arms. Weight is in the heels. Slight internal rotation of your inner thighs, but keep your knees in line with your hip sockets. If it's too much to reach your arms alongside your ears, reach your wrists out at shoulder height. On an exhale, prayer palms to heart center. Inhale, straight into a back bend. Straighten your legs, hips forward, lift your belly button to chest, the chest to the chin, and then take the gaze along the ceiling. If it's too much for you to have the palms together, just separate them. Lifting the center of the chest up, up, up. Oh yeah, deep inhale through the front midline of the body. Exhale, bow forward, prayer palms through your midline. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Awkward interlace of the fingers at the low back. So other thumb on top. Inhale, lift the chest, draw the knuckles back. Exhale, bow forward, knuckles up and overhead. Same thing, different grip. If you have a hard time relaxing the tension in the head and neck, you can shake your head yes and no to encourage it. Arms are active. External rotation is happening at the shoulder joint, so roll them down and back. Inhale, halfway lift with the chest. Exhale, bend both knees. Extend your right leg straight back, right heel at hips height. Engage your low belly, lift the chest slightly. Inhale to straighten the left leg. Hold it there, core is engaged. Take another inhale here. Exhale to bend the left knee. Weight is in your left heel. Inhale to straighten the left leg. Exhale to bend the left knee. Inhale to straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee. Step your right foot up, hip width distant apart from the left. Inhale, chair pose, never felt so good. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Sit your hips back. We're going to come out of the quads very soon. Draw your low belly in. Challenge yourself. See if you can get your thighs parallel to the ground. Do it. It's okay if your chest leans forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, prayer palms to heart center. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten to a back bend. Hips forward, heart lifts. Belly button to chest, chest to chin, arms in extension. The length through the front midline of the body comes from the pressure down through the feet. Root through the heels, fan the toes out, heart lifts up. Deep inhale through the front body. Exhale, prayer palms through your midline, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate your spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step both feet back to a high plank. Rotate to the pinky edge side of your left foot and reach your right arm high, side plank. Lift the hips up. If this is too much for you, you can be ahead of the game and drop the bottom knee down. We're all going to go there in a bit anyways. So if you want, drop left knee down, pinky edge side of the right foot. If you want more intensity while we're up here, hover the top leg. Breathe. Breath. All these different forms of you moving through moments of strength, moments of surrender. Witness all of it, ever changing. Those of you with the top leg hovering, line the legs back up. Everybody drop left knee down. Inhale, hover top leg. Exhale, bend your right knee and grab the outer edge of the right ankle or foot. Kick into the palm, open up, kick into the palm. Open up the right side of the chest, opening up the right quadricep. Press through left palm, left shin. Inhale, extend, right arm forward, right leg back. Exhale, tabletop, right palm down, both shins parallel. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, roll the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, cat pose, round through the back body, tuck the chin. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, step back to a high plank, feet together. Vashisthasana, pinky edge side of right foot, inhale, left arm high. Option to stay here, or for more strength, hover the top leg. Option to take supported, dropping the bottom knee, pressing through pinky edge side of the left foot. Do you, boo? What allows you to be centered in the self, centered in the seer, the witness. Pressing through the right palm, hasta bandha, whether you have the support of the bottom leg or not. Breathe. If the left leg is hovering, line up the legs. Everybody drop right knee down. Hover your left leg. Bend your left knee. Capture the pinky edge side of your left foot with your left hand. Kick into the palm. Breathe through that front left side body. Left side of the chest, left quadricep opening up. Give it another kick. Inhale, extend. Left arm forward, left leg back. Exhale, tabletop. Left palm down. Line the shins up to parallel. Inhale, cow pose. Drop the belly, roll the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, cat pose. Round through the back body, tuck the chin. Inhale, neutral spine, tuck the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Inhale, your right leg high. Hips are level. Dial the right pinky toe down. Press the chest towards the left shin. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, use the core, step the right foot through to a low lunge. Warrior one stance, back foot at a 45-degree angle, bend the front knee till the back heel feels like it's gonna lift. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. If you can't square your hips to the front, step your right foot over to the right a few inches, then left hip forward, right hip back to square them up. Interlace all 10 fingers, palms facing each other. Inhale, lengthen the side bodies. Exhale, bend your elbows, palms to the back of the head. Inhale, lift the chest up, lift your gaze up. Exhale, lean your head back as you bend into the front knee. Root through the pinky edge side of your left foot. Low belly in so heart can lift safely, so you can back bend safely. Left leg should be straight and active. Inhale, extend the arms and extend the front leg. Exhale, grab opposite elbows or opposite forearms at your low back. If you have a reverse namaste practice, go for it. If you're like reverse nama what? Leave it out. Just grab opposite elbows. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, bow forward. First, finding the torso parallel to the ground. You can stay here and just build heat. If you prefer to tap into the hamstring, bow over the right leg. Even as you bow, the shoulders are rolling down and back. You're seeing how you can deepen the grip, reaching closer to the elbows or maybe even to the triceps. If you're in reverse namaste, you're wiggling your prayer palms up to the space between the shoulder blades. What's the breath doing? Yes. Inhale, halfway lift with the chest. Exhale, bend into the front knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms back, airplane pose. Shift your weight into right foot, lift the left leg. Triceps engaged. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Arms high, left knee bends up to hips height. Exhale, left elbow into your side. Grab the big toe edge side of your left foot and point the knee straight down. And know that you can stay right here stretching the quadricep, especially if you have a strong pull at the front of the left thigh. If you want, you can take it into dancers, lifting the chest up, kicking left palm with left foot. This is perfect, y'all. If you want to take it a little deeper, begin to bend the right knee slightly. You can bring the right hand down to a block or down to the ground. Switch your grip to the pinky edge side of your left foot. Chupasana. Begin to kick left foot into left hand, stacking the hips. Please listen to your body. There's a reason that I give 3 different variations. 5 rounds of breath, wherever you choose to be. Those of you in Chupasana, give it another kick, and then dial your left hip down, switch the grip of the hand, big toe edge, use your core to come back up. Everybody meeting in a one-legged Tadasana. Inhale, arms high, left knee bends, left foot flexes. Exhale, left foot down, fold all the way forward, prayer palms through your midline. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, tuck round and curl, lift your heels, bend your knees to full flexion. Don't get cozy here just yet. I want you to look forward. Bring the heels together and the knees wide. Bring your arms to the insides of your knees. Send the hips back and extend your arms forward. If this feels unstable for your knee joints, squeeze the knees up into the armpits. Relax your head and neck and breathe into the back of the rib cage. The same way we started practice. 4 to 5 second inhales, 5 to 6 second exhales. You got this. Walk your hands back, lift your chest up. You can bring one hand behind you, sit back on your bum, scoop the backs of the knees up. Inhale, boat pose. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, full boat. Know that you can have the hands at the backs of the legs the whole time. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, full boat. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. Hold here. Breathe. Breathe. The breath feels so good when we're working hard, huh? Breathe. Take an inhale. Exhale, relax everything down. Bend your knees, feet are hip width distant apart. Fingertips should almost be able to touch the backs of the heels. Inhale, lift your hips up, bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. If you'd like, you can interlace your fingers underneath you, drawing your knuckles towards the space between your feet. Press through the heels. As the hips lift, the knees should be stacked above the ankles. Back body active, front body open. Breath is flowing. Take another inhale, really activate the back body, lift the hips higher. Exhale, release the grip of the fingers, lower your back body down to the ground. Gather your knees into your chest, begin to rock and roll back and forth. Gain enough momentum to cross at your ankles, plant your palms, and hop back to a high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Lengthening the spine on your inhales, lengthening the legs on your exhales. Feeling into what lengthening even is, right? We're so quick to slap a label on it, but like, what is that sensation without labels, without judgments? Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot through to a low lunge. Warrior one stance, back foot at a 45-degree angle, left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. If you need to, you can step the left foot over the left a few inches to square the hips to the front. Find depth in your foundation. Front knee bends, low belly in. Interlace all 10 fingers, reach the knuckles high to lengthen the side bodies, and then exhale, bend your elbows, palms to the back of your head. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, lean your head back. So the thing about back bends is that you shouldn't be bending at just one point in your body. You should be thinking about creating as much space as possible between each vertebra, lifting the heart up, and then creating an arc in your back. And if that means your head only goes back an inch or two, that's perfect. Sthira and Sukham, both strength and ease in our asana. Bend into the front knee, lift into the heart space. Press through the pinky edge side of the right foot. Inhale, reach the arms high and straighten the front leg. Exhale, grab the opposite elbow at your back body. So there's one that you naturally grab, switch that out. If you took reverse namaste, that's perfect. Lean your head back, lift the heart up, and then bow forward. First, torso parallel to the ground. Level out the sacrum, left hip back, right hip forward. You can stay here, or you can continue to fold over the hamstring. Press through both feet, Pada Bandha, foot lock engaged. Center of the heels rooting down, toes fanning out. Where does the subtlety of the breath flow? Do you notice how the gross and subtle world, the physical and subtle world, interact with one another? When we have negative thoughts, our outer world is seemingly negative. However that is shifting and changing, there is, according to yoga philosophy, there is a deeper part of yourself that is all accepting. Whether you get a flat tire or win $1 million. Understanding that each of these moments are serving a deeper purpose. There's a higher harmony to it all. Yep, all that, and I'm just opening up my left hamstring. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, bend into the front knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up, warrior one. Exhale, sweep the arms back, airplane pose. Shift your weight into your left foot, hover the right leg just for a moment as a transition. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, right knee bends up to hips height, arms high. Exhale, right elbow into your side. Grab the big toe edge side of the right foot and point the knee straight down. Option to stay here. Option to lift the chest and kick back into the palm, finding Natrajasana, dancer's pose. If you're a little more advanced in your practice, you can bring the left hand down to the ground or down to a block. Walk your right hand to the pinky edge side of your right foot, and then kick right foot into right hand, stacking the hips. Chapasana. Wherever you are, that breath better be flowing. While there are all sorts of things to attach our awareness to, let's begin to direct our awareness to the more sattvic, more pure essentials of life. One of those things being the breath. Few more rounds of breath wherever you are, it's perfect. If you're in Chapasana like Abby is, beginning to dial the right knee down and then switch the grip. Inhale, rising up. Everybody, one-legged Tadasana. You got it. Right foot flexes, arms high. Exhale, right foot down, prayer palms to your midline, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, tuck, round, and curl. Look forward. Point the knees directly forward. Toe squat. Bring one hand to the heart center, the other hand to the heart center. Squeeze your inner thighs and lift your hips a little higher than you want to. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, cactus arm twist to the right. Bend both elbows and reach the elbows apart. Cactus arm twist. Inhale, up through center, reach the arms high. Exhale, cactus arm twist to the left, opening up the chest. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus arm, twist to the right. You can do it. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. You think you could do it one more time each side? I think so. Inhale, high. Exhale, right. Inhale, high. Exhale, left. Inhale, high. Lift the hips another inch. Exhale, boat pose. Bum down, scoop the backs of the knees up. Juxtaposition, right? Now boat pose feels good. Quadriceps are freed up. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Option to turn the palms face up. Option to extend the legs. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. Just holding here. Breathe. Maybe you reach your arms up and over. Breathe. Take an inhale. Exhale, relax everything down. Fingertips are pointing towards the heels. Bend your knees, feet are hip width distant apart. Second round of Setu Bandhasana. Press down through your feet, lift your hips up. Squeeze your glutes. If you interlace your fingers on the other side, awkward interlace here, drawing the knuckles to the space between the feet. Don't just hang out here. Activate your back body. Press through the heels. Squeeze right butt cheek, left butt cheek. Feel your chest lift towards your chin. The sun in the back body, the moon in the front body. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lowering all the way down to your back. Gather your knees into your chest. Begin to rock and roll, back and forth. Back and forth, towards the front of the mat, towards the back of the mat. Front of the mat, back of the mat. Gain enough momentum. Cross your ankles, plant your palms, hop back, high plank. Yes, exactly. Inhale, puff up through the back of the heart space. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Let's take it through our Surya Namaskar A one more time. Now that our body's all warm. Inhale, look to the top. Exhale, step up, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, full body extension. Exhale, Anuvatasana, cactus your arms, open up your heart space. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step your left foot back. Everybody keep the left knee lifted. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, cactus your arms, bend the back knee so it's just hovering. Listen closely. Inhale, re-extend arms, back leg. Exhale, warrior two. Rotate the left heel down. Sink the hips low. Gaze over your right middle finger. Drop left hip slightly and breathe. Bring an attitude of strength to this posture, of perseverance. Can you sit lower in the hips? Good. Inhale, legs straight. Turn the feet to parallel. Reach your arms high. Exhale, sweep the right arm underneath your left. You can give yourself a bear hug or you can cross at elbows and wrists, bringing the palms to meet. Got to stretch the other side of the back body. We've been doing a lot of chest opening. So again, make sure your feet are parallel or pigeon-toed. Reach the elbows up and away. Exhale, bend the knees and bow forward. Allow gravity to pull on the weight of the forearms. If you really, really don't want to take this arm variation, then you can release the bind and just take more traditional hands to the outer edges of the feet. Know that a slight bend to the knees is quite all right, especially if you have any low back issues. See if you can get your head to hang a little heavier. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze the forearms in. Exhale, unravel your arms, walk your hands to the front of the mat, low lunge, framing the right foot, left toes tucked. Back to the flow. Inhale, step the left foot forward, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step the right foot back, right knee lifted. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, cactus your arms, bend the back knee so it's just hovering. Inhale, re-extend the back leg, both arms. Exhale, warrior two stance. Rotate the right heel down, sink the hips low. Left knee stacks over left ankle, drop right hip slightly, and look over your left middle finger. Can you see that even in one circumstance, that you can bring a sense of power and action to it, yet at the same time, a sense of surrender and acceptance. This pose can shift whether you're focusing on your strength or your struggle, you're focusing on the softened face, the neck. This pose, the experience of it, can shift with the shift of your perspective. Now, what does that mean for your external life, right? Arms are active, fingers a part of the posture, hands a part of the posture. Sink a little lower with an exhale. Inhale, straighten your legs, feet parallel. Reach the arms high. Exhale, wrap your left arm underneath your right. You can give yourself a big old bear hug, or you can take eagle arms, crossing at elbows and wrists. Squeeze the glutes, elbows up and away. Exhale, bow forward, bending the knees as much as you'd like. Press through the pinky edge sides of the feet, relax the head and neck. The feet are pressing down, the legs active, as the spine, the crown, the arms relax and release. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze the forearms in. Exhale, release the hands down, crawl them to the front of the mat, low lunge, right toes tuck. Inhale, step your right foot forward, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana, full body extension. Exhale, chair pose, open arm twist to the right. Bend the knees, sweep the right arm down and back. Inhale through center, straighten the legs, Urdhva Hastasana, arms high. Exhale, chair pose, open arm twist to the left. Bend your knees, sweep the left arm down and back. Inhale through center, straighten the legs, Urdhva Hastasana, arms high. Exhale, chair pose, cactus arm twist to the right. Bend both knees, bend your elbows. Pull the left hip back. Notice the stretch at the right side of the chest. Inhale through center, straighten the legs, reach the arms high. Exhale, chair pose, cactus arm twist to the left. Notice the stretch in the left side of the chest. Pull your right hip back, draw your low belly in. Inhale, come back through center, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. Exhale, prayer palms through your midline, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate your spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to a high plank. If you'd like, drop down to your knees. Inhale, shoulders shift forward. Exhale, elbows bend back to a 90-degree angle. Hold here. Shoulders are at the same height as the elbows. Hold here. Shoulders at the same height as the elbows. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Zip your legs up. Press through all 10 toenails, the front of the pelvis, and hover your hands. Lift your chest. Breathe. Breathe. Pressing down on the feet to lift the heart higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the forehead down to the mat. Reach the arms back. Take an exhale. And then inhale, lift everything up. Lift the chest up, airplane arms, lift the legs up, internal rotation at your inner thighs. Reach through each and every finger, from pinky finger to thumb. Press through the front of the pelvis, squeeze your glutes, lift your legs higher. Make sure the pinky toes are pointing down. Breathe. Breathe. Take an inhale, lift higher. Exhale, relax the forehead, the legs down. Bend both knees, grab the outer edges of the ankles or feet. Dhanurasana, bow pose. Take an exhale, and then inhale, kick into the palms and lift up. Kick into the palms, lift up. Press through the front of the pelvis. Option to stay right here at center, especially if this is already a hard pose for you. Option to begin to rock left to right. Left to right. Not back and forth, left to right. Yes. And gain enough momentum to land all the way on your right side. Gain enough momentum to land. Yes, and then kick into both feet. Breathe here. Follow your exhale back onto the belly and continue to rock left to right. Left to right. You can giggle while you're doing it. Usually when there's a room full of people, we're all giggling. And then all the way onto your left side, and then kick here into the palms, evenly through both feet. Take an inhale. Take your exhale back onto the belly. One more moment at center. Press through the front of the pelvis. Lift those knees. Take an inhale. Exhale, relax everything down. Left cheek to the mat, toes in, heels out, arms are threaded back. Relax your body. Slow the breath down. Bend your right knee. Capture the big toe edge side of the right foot with the right hand. Big toe edge side. Extend your left arm forward and bring your chin to the mat. Press down through the front of the pelvis. Kick into the right palm and then lift up. Lift the left arm. Maybe lift the left leg. Breathe. Yes, dancer's pose on our belly, right? We got this. We already did this standing on one leg. We can do it on the belly. Kick and breathe. Kick and breathe. Lift a little higher. Exhale, release everything down. Thread the arms back, right cheek to the mat, toes in, heels out, and relax the body. I don't often give you these little mini shavasana, so enjoy. Today's a good day. Bend your left knee, capture the big toe edge side of the left foot with your left hand. Extend your right arm forward, bring your chin to the mat. Take a complete exhale, and then lift up. Kick into the left palm, lift right leg, lift right arm. Lengthen the back of the neck, pressure the front of the pelvis. Breathe. Keep your low belly engaged. Breathe. You are so prepared for this posture. We spent the whole class preparing for this posture. Feel that. Bring some strength to it with breath, with attention, with awareness. Give it another kick. Inhale. Exhale, release forehead down, hands underneath the shoulders, press back to an embryo pose. Hips back to the heels, thighs together, thread your arms back, forehead down to the ground. If you prefer to take rabbit pose, which is a little more intense, come up and out of it, tuck your chin, round forward, forehead as close to the knees as you can get it, grab your heels, and then lift your hips up. It's like if you weren't holding onto the heels, you would somersault forward. That's how much lift and strength there is to the hips. Deep opening of the back body, and if embryo pose feels better for you, that's perfect. Stick with the breath. Those of you in rabbit, another inhale with the hips lifted. Exhale, release the hips back down. Inhale to slowly roll up. Set your hips to one side, turn around. Extend your legs. Flex your feet. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, bow forward. Grab what you can, whether it's knees, shins, ankles, or feet. Bend the elbows back, lift the chest up, inhale. Exhale, fold more deeply, opening the backs of the legs and the musculature, the erector spinae that runs along the spine like train tracks. What a beautiful thing it is to have such an intricate nervous system, so as that we can feel our interactions with our inside world, our muscles, our bones, our thoughts, our emotions. And we can also feel our interactions with our outside world, taste, smell, sight. That's beautiful. It's a gift. The act of clinging to those experiences is the only thing that creates suffering. Let each moment come and fully embrace it. Let each moment go. There's no need to hold on. I know. Easier said than done sometimes. Turn your palms to face up. And use your core to slowly roll down onto your back. When you get there, deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Bend your knees, bring the feet hip width distant apart. So I'm going to give you option for bridge round 3. If you have blocks at home and you prefer to take supported bridge by bringing the block underneath your sacrum, you can. Those of you who are more advanced practitioners, option for full wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana. You're totally open and ready for it, okay? So if you're moving into full bridge, you know the deal. Press down through the heels, lift the hips up, squeeze the glutes. If you're going for full wheel, hands to either side of the head. Use an exhale to pop up to the top center of your head first. Internal rotation of your inner thighs. Point your elbows in the direction your nose is facing. Then on an inhale, press into hands and feet, lift up. Yes, use the strength of your quadriceps, pressing down to the heels, and then send your chest in the direction your elbows are facing to create space in your low back. Wherever you are, give it 3 rounds of breath. You can do it. Listen to your body. If your low back goes, when you go up into full wheel, come back down and just take bridge. Your body has a lot of wisdom. Listen to it. Wherever you are, another full, powerful inhale. Exhale to lower all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest while keeping the back of the head flat on the ground. So just wrap your arms around the front of the shins and pull the thighs into the belly. Feel your spine long in the mat, low back, back of the rib cage, base of the skull. If it feels good to sway side to side, do it. And if you're swaying side to side, come back to center. On an exhale, round your upper back forward, bringing your forehead to meet your knees. Take a deep inhale, fill your lungs to the top, belly, rib cage, chest, and then squeeze. Squeeze your toes, your inner thighs, your arms, your face. Bring full intensity to this last posture here. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And on an exhale, Shavasana. Everything relaxes and releases down to the ground. Set up this pose the same way you would any other, intentionally. Feet are hip width distant apart or wider. Shoulder blades roll down and back so that the heart space is open. And then relax. Relax your legs, your belly, your chest, your arms, your face. Why does it feel like it's in our nature to cling to things? For some of us to cling to positive experiences. For others to even cling to negative experiences, choosing the victim identity. And that's okay, it happens. The clinging to these physical and subtle objects all dwindles down to avidya, which in Sanskrit is spiritual ignorance. We've simply forgotten. We've forgotten that we're more than our physical bodies. We're more than an accumulation of life experiences. We are the essence of life force, of consciousness that threads through all of existence, that moves the clouds in the sky and causes flowers to bloom. just the same way the flowers know, the plants know the seasons come and go, let yourself have that human experience of changing thoughts, changing emotions. But center yourself in the unchanging I am. Start with the subtle. Are there any thoughts moving through the mind? Any emotions, whether they're explainable or not, moving through the heart space? Just notice. You're not trying to change it. Then notice the breath, the heart's beat. You can picture it, the blood's flow. And then notice the physical body, the bones, the muscles, the fascia, wrapping it all together as one. Even your skin. And with this full being awareness, begin to come back to the body. feeling your toes, your fingers. Awaken how you want. You can roll your ankles, your wrists. Turn the head side to side, stretch the jaw out. When it's a good time for you, inhale, full body stretch, legs long, arms up and overhead. Exhale, knees to chest, roll to your right side in a fetal position. There is no need for you to like or dislike, enjoy or hate every experience you come across. It's okay to just witness it as it comes, with an open heart and open mind. Go ahead and press up into a seat. Bring your hands into prayer at your heart center. Anjali Mudra. And let's close with a reUnify global fam. Om. Take a deep inhale to Om. Namaste. Thank you guys for tuning in. So we are launching our official digital membership within the next 1 or 2 weeks. Been a lot going on. If you're not on our wait list yet, check it out on our website and add yourself to the wait list. If you're already a reUnify member at the studio, don't worry. With this whole quarantine thing, you're getting full access and then some. John Beck is doing a virtual workshop next Tuesday on active flexibility and hand balancing inversions. He's our boy with that stuff. So it'll be next Tuesday, Pacific time from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Only $25. I already have it all set up on Mind Body and Facebook and everything, but you can message me if you want to get in on that goodness. It's going to be a good workout. Love you guys.